Hello and welcome to Stratford-upon-Avon. So I'm going to show you around my town, some of the places you can see if you're visiting, and we've got some beautiful buildings here, so come along. Now the weather, it's sunny at the moment but it keeps going cloudy, so I'll do my best to catch as much of the sun as I can. Starting at Holy Trinity Church in Old Town, this is where Shakespeare is buried, and you can visit his grave for £5 when the church is open. It's a beautiful walk along the river, and you can go past the churchyard, nip through this gateway, just follow the walk all along the river to take you back into town. And of course on the other side you've got all of this. There's parks on that side, a crazy golf, bowls club, and a restaurant bar. It's very busy there in the summer. The summer months, at the weekends, they have some Shakespeare plays on here. Amateur dramatics, shorter plays, but free to come. You bring a picnic, set your blanket out, and you just watch them. It's very cool. And throughout the town you find these lamps donated by various cities around the world. We'll go and look at the Royal Shakespeare Theatre shortly, but we do have other theatres here, including this one, the Other Place. Now we're in Bancroft Gardens, overlooked by the Royal Shakespeare Theatre. I'm here during the week, so it's very quiet, but at weekends, especially when it's sunny, this place is absolutely packed. People coming out and having picnics, and you have the buskers out. It's one of the best things about Stratford-upon-Avon is it has so many good buskers around here. And this is the Royal Shakespeare Theatre. Now, isn't it a stunning building? I love this part of the Bancroft Gardens, just along where the canal boats are. You have the flower gardens, and amongst the gardens you have these wonderful monuments right in the middle. Lady Macbeth, Falstaff, Prince Hal, and if you look behind, there's the monument for William Shakespeare. And we can't forget Hamlet. Next to the flower gardens you'll find the Attic Theatre. This is mainly amateur dramatics, but it really does put on some excellent productions. And there's the Black Swan. Over there is a bit of a famous character here in Stratford-upon-Avon. And in season there's plenty of companies that offer river cruises and boat hires, so you can take your own boats out.
From day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fulls the way to dusk again.
So directly opposite from Bancroft Gardens, you have Sheep Street. And up here, there's many of the restaurants and lots of boutique shops. We have a 1940s tea room there, ZZ. Further up you've got Lambs. There's also a Wetherspoons up here. And here's a gallery. Now one thing I've noticed is there's a lot of galleries popping up in Stratford-upon-Avon. So if you like your art, there's plenty to go and have a look around. There are so many restaurants to choose from in Stratford-upon-Avon. So you'll find something that'll suit all your tastes, from kebab to Greek. This is my favourite restaurant, by the way. Turkish, many Thai restaurants, and we even have a Michelin star restaurant called Salt. And this is the Tudor World Museum. You can go in here during the day, but they also do ghost tours in the evening. And this is our High Street. So you've got another fine art studio over there, Soho. That is just, it's quite new. Across the street is the old Debenham store. It's been closed for many years. I think it's been renovated now into a hotel. But you see, look, you've got Starbucks, Waterstones, bookshop, plenty of cafes along here. Shakespeare Distillery. This is Bridge Street, which is the main road through Stratford-upon-Avon, which that side also takes you to the river, but this is where you'll find Marks and Spencer's, Tesco's, Sainsbury's, a couple of smaller cafes and restaurants, Boots, and then up this end you have the banks. Look at those buildings, aren't they fantastic? And from here we make our way down Henley Street. And down here you have gift shops, cafes, but also Shakespeare's Birthplace. It's quite a nice area to come to. And especially at the weekends, they have buskers down here, and you've got all the cafes with chairs outside. So it's a very nice environment. Look, they're getting ready to set up and play their music. The Mad Museum is a lot of fun for kids. My granddaughters have a great time here. Here we are, we're coming up to Shakespeare's birthplace. Look at that building. Isn't that spectacular? And this is where you'll come to get your tickets, and also how you enter Shakespeare's house, his birthplace house. And you get your tickets from here to go to the new place, Anne Hathaway's house, which is just outside Stratford, about a 20-minute walk up at Shottery, and the birthplace. Yeah. It's beautiful here, isn't it? So we're entering Bell Court now. It's got a few restaurants down here and a couple of shops. You have the local cinema here. And you'll find Magic Alley here. This is a magical shop and museum, and it has lots of events on throughout the year for children. Mason's Court is said to be the oldest house in Stratford-upon-Avon, and you can actually book to come and stay here when you visit. How cool would that be? This is the Bear Pit Theatre. It's a small theatre, but it's actually my favourite in Stratford-upon-Avon, and it has lots of plays on and shows films. It's very good here. And then we have this lovely little park, Firs Gardens. It's just on the outskirts of the main town. It's a lovely, sort of quiet, tranquil place in the middle of all the main roads. It's lovely, and it has a Chinese memorial at the end. I'll show you. We're now outside Shakespeare's new place. This is where he lived from 1597 to 1616, and the house is no longer there and it's been demolished, but it has gardens built in its place. But if you don't want to go into the gardens and you want to just have a sneak peek, look through the fences down the side. Guild Chapel here dates back to the 13th century, and inside it has some really cool medieval wall paintings. Back towards Old Town is Hall's Croft, and this is where Shakespeare's daughter Susanna lived. But walking around Old Town is just fascinating. There's so many beautiful buildings to look at, so it's definitely worth just going for a wander. These here are the Almshouses, which go back to 1405, although these present ones were built around 1505, and they're still lived in, but aren't they fascinatingly beautiful? And next to the Almshouses is the Guildhall and Grammar School, and this was where Shakespeare was educated. So what did you think? It's a beautiful town, isn't it? I'm very lucky to live here, especially when it's sunny. It's so nice to just walk around and at the Riverside and all these beautiful buildings. Anyway, I hope you found that helpful and it gave you some insights into some of the things you can do when you come to Stratford-upon-Avon. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you all soon.